So today our lesson was on sweeps and the idea of sweeps. We have our kind of basic warm-up kind of technique on other YouTube videos. So if you'd like, they are on our other videos on this channel. But one of the things that we really focused on today was foot position and really finding out where you're stable on your feet. For follows, it's a little bit harder because we do have that heel, but basically just kind of standing here, feet together, and moving side to side, forward and back to figure out where you're most stable on your feet and where you can move / can be stable that you didn't know you could be before.
Yeah, and so the sweeps we taught today all come out of where the follow is taking a back step and that trailing leg has no weight. This can be inside the molinete, inside of back ochos, and even actually in back crossing steps. So we first taught this out of the molinete. The sweep goes out of when the foot's back. So leads, you're going to slide your foot, and when you do this move, you're releasing the embrace a little bit. Normally in molinete, we are very close together, and this frame is really defined. Here, I'm loosening it up and sending the follow out. When we're here, I can just put my foot around and sweep, continuing the molinete. Alternatively, I could stop here, side, there. Here, and instead I could take a step forward. And the key to this is making sure that however I move, I'm not causing the follow to move. So with this forward step, I slide. And the key to making this happen is that whenever I slide, it's circular around the follow. Her foot is at the same radius the entire time I'm sweeping. Otherwise, if I did a sweep like this, she would shift weight. So, or the follow would shift weight.
Right. And so from that, you can tell that there's a really large difference between the circular sweeps and the linear sweeps. They can both go in the same direction and both stem from the same point of dance, but they will cause very different things to happen.
Right. So some of the different things that we showed today, just briefly demonstrate them all. We had the one going forward. We can also put our foot around and go the opposite direction. I'd say it's not as easy for leads. This way, we can also do a sandwich, which is basically the lead coming forward and sandwiching the follow's forward foot between the lead's foot. Now here, the lead can take a step forward around the follow, going straight through and bring the leg through as well.
This being a linear sweep, causing me to take this step and sandwich my lead.
Right.
And this can go into forward ochos, any number of things.
What you can also do from there, right here, is I can take that forward sweep and instead go around. So I can go here, and my feet is basically through the fallow's legs. From this, as a lead, I can rotate my chest counterclockwise and cause an enganche. It's a little more awkward on this side of the body because our chests aren't normally like that in Tango. Mm-hmm. We can also do it from the other side. If you go the opposite direction, we can do this enganche here, taking sandwich, going forward, taking the foot here, and enganche.
Noticing that the lead is stepping into the follow's space, not around and not out. It's actually the follow's leg moving almost backwards and the lead's legs in between. And this causes that enganche to happen, which could also be a gancho as opposed to enganches.
Right. And we taught this move through the molinete, but it's applicable through back ochos, going to the right or towards the left. And the key thing is that it will be a calcita sweep if it's at the same radius of the follow's axis, or it'll be a weight shift and most likely a sandwich if you shift weight outside of that radius.
Right. So we can do the same things out of back ochos.
Back ochos, we sweep here, and do everything that we did today. Do it out of molinete going this way, sweep here. It doesn't really matter.
And the last thing we taught was a little bit of a catch. You can do this out of backwards crossing steps as well, through a little bit of a sandwich catch.
Right. So we're just taking back crossing steps, and then what I'm going to do as a lead is I'm going to trick the follow by not leading them going forward, but instead putting my foot here and catching.
And this is really mostly about playing with where your lead is, how far you're leading the follow to move backwards without getting them to collect and without them being fully split weight.
Right. Follow's leg has to be on their back leg.
So once again, you can do it out of walking, just with a simple catch, and then you can do all of the rest of your sweeps, because sandwiches are the hub of all sweeps. And that was basically our lesson. We hope you picked up something useful, a little bit of ideas rather than just simply moves. Thank you for coming out.